Fifth, tell your personal story about how you blazed your career path in GIS, touching on the importance of staying in school and pursuing a well-rounded education, including courses in science, geography, mathematics, computers, language arts, etc. The students and the teacher will appreciate that. Sixth, don't forget to ask the students questions as well. You'll be inspired and amazed and energized. Seventh, leave a poster or something describing what you do or what GIS is all about behind. Other ideas abound on the Ed Community Esri site, on the blog, and on the GIS Day resource area. If you can instill some curiosity about their world and the value and power of real data, maps, and GIS technology with those students, then I believe you will have succeeded.
Watch as I demonstrate the interactive nature of ArcGIS Online presentations. Let's start with this presentation that I gave using ArcGIS Explorer Online. This presentation has to do with exploring the Earth with interesting imagery and thereby foster student inquiry about the landscape. I entitled this presentation Weird Imagery just because I want to instill this sense of, there's some mysteries about our planet and maybe we can uncover them through the use of GIS. Now watch as I go through these slides. They're not really slides in the sense of PowerPoint slides. Actually, each one of them is tied to web mapping services, so you can interact with the slides as I'm doing here. I'm calling up some ground imagery for each one of these weird and unusual places, and then I'm answering questions that the students might pose in the class. I can also zoom in and zoom out and add additional layers as I need to answer those questions. Some of these images, as you can see here, are ephemeral. They're quite temporary, but others are more permanent. Some have to do with physical changes on the landscape, and some have to do with human-caused changes on the landscape. As you can see here, each one of these live slides can be exited at any time, going through the mapping tools. See the slides that I have shown on the bottom of this screen? They're all tied to one of these interactive web maps. So in this case, I can go through and highlight and skip to one of many of the slides that I have in this particular presentation. I think I have about 40 slides in this presentation. Best of all, it's all stored online in the ArcGIS Online cloud. I can access it any time from any computer or even from a mobile device. Let's say I want to change the base map now, and I don't want to look at an image. Let's say I want to look at some sort of a street map, or a topographic map, or even a map of biomes or natural hazards. As you can see, I can quickly and easily do that because, again, I can change the base map and I can add any data that I want to any of these slides as I go through the presentation. I can also change the scale as I'm doing here. So in this particular case, I want the students to tell me where this image was, but more importantly, why this landscape looks the way it does. So if I'm in southern Canada, I might talk about, for example, glaciation and its effects. Here I'm adding some content. Let's say I want to look at ecoregions and have the students really dig into what the ecoregions are like in southern Canada. I can easily add those ecoregions. Here I'm accessing a Nature Conservancy's ecoregions map, and I can add it to my presentation. The data adds onto my base map. Then I can get rid of this box and look at a legend telling me what ecoregions are in which colors. So as I zoom out, I can see the mixed woodlands and plains of southern Canada. I can also compare that to other ecoregions nearby in Canada and elsewhere in Canada.
So, what presentation will you give to the students this year? Remember, it's not a presentation. It's engaging the students into thinking about the whys of where and why geography and GIS matters.